Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled among rolling green hills, lived three best friends, Lily, Tom, and Mia. Lily was brave and always ready for an adventure. Tom was clever and loved solving puzzles, and Mia had the kindest heart and could talk to animals. Their days were filled with laughter, games of hide-and-seek among the whispering trees, and picnics by the babbling brook. One sunny afternoon, while chasing a particularly colorful butterfly, they stumbled upon something they had never seen before. Tucked away in a forgotten corner of the whispering woods, almost completely hidden by a curtain of ivy, was an old stone well. It wasn't like the well in the village square. This one seemed to hum with a secret energy, and the stones were warm to the touch, glowing faintly with a soft, inviting light. "Wow, what is this place?" Lily whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. Tom ran his fingers over the ancient stones, which were carved with swirling patterns that looked like stars and moons. "I've never seen a well like this on any of my maps," he said, puzzled. Mia leaned over the edge and peered into the darkness. Instead of seeing her reflection in the water below, she saw a swirl of shimmering colors, like a liquid rainbow. It's beautiful," she breathed. A gentle, musical hum echoed up from the depths, and the air around them smelled sweet, like honeysuckle and summer rain. They all felt a tingle of excitement. This was no ordinary well. This was a magic well. Lily, ever the adventurer, couldn't resist. "I wonder what it does," she exclaimed. She looked around and spotted a shiny, smooth pebble by her feet. Picking it up, she held it tightly in her hand and closed her eyes. I wish we could fly like that butterfly." She tossed the pebble into the well. It didn't make a splash. Instead, a cascade of golden sparks shot up from the darkness, swirling around them like a gentle whirlwind. Suddenly, Lily felt a lightness in her feet. She giggled as she lifted off the ground, floating a few inches in the air. Tom and Mia gasped in amazement. Soon they felt it too. They were floating. "We're flying," Tom shouted with glee, doing a little flip in the air. Mia laughed as a friendly bluebird flew by and chirped a hello. They soared above the trees, waving to the squirrels and rabbits below. The world looked like a giant green and brown quilt from up high. They learned that flying wasn't just about wishing. It was about trusting each other, holding hands so they wouldn't float away too far. It was the most incredible feeling in the world. As the sun began to set, the magic gently wore off, and they floated softly back to the ground beside the well. They were buzzing with excitement. Tom, always thinking, had an idea. He took out his favorite toy, a small wooden boat he had carved himself. "If it grants wishes, what if it responds to things we care about?" he wondered. He held the little boat over the well. "I wish this boat could sail on a real, magical river," he said, "and let it drop." Instantly, the well didn't just sparkle, it gushed. A stream of crystal clear, shimmering water poured out from its side, forming a winding river that snaked through the woods. The water glowed with a soft blue light, and tiny friendly fish made of pure light swam in its currents. Tom's little wooden boat, now life-sized, bobbed happily on the magical stream. "All aboard," he called out. They climbed into the boat, and it began to sail on its own, taking them on a gentle journey through the enchanted forest. They saw flowers that glowed in the dark and trees that whispered ancient secrets. The journey taught them about curiosity and how sharing something you love can create something wonderful for everyone. When the boat finally brought them back to the well, the magical river slowly faded back into the earth, leaving no trace except for the happy memories. It was Mia's turn. She didn't have a toy to drop or a big wish to make. Instead, she thought of a little bunny she had seen earlier with a thorn in its paw. She leaned over the well, her heart full of kindness. "I just wish all my animal friends were happy and safe," she whispered. She didn't drop anything in. Instead, a single, pure teardrop of empathy fell from her eye and into the well. The well responded with its most beautiful magic yet. A soft, warm, pink light rose from the depths, spreading through the entire forest like a gentle wave. It wasn't a big, showy spectacle, but a quiet, powerful magic. From all around they heard happy chirps, contented purrs, and joyful squeaks. Mia knew, deep in her heart, that her wish had been granted. The little bunny was healed, the lost squirrel had found its way home, and all the creatures of the woods felt a sense of peace and love. Mia learned that the most powerful magic of all comes not from what you want, but from the kindness you give to others. As night fell and the stars began to twinkle, the three friends sat by the well, their hearts full. They hadn't just discovered magic, they had discovered something important about themselves. Lily learned that true adventure is best when shared. Tom learned that his cleverness could bring joy to his friends. And Mia learned that kindness is a magic all its own. They made a pact to keep the well a secret, their special place of wonder. They knew that whenever they needed a little adventure, a spark of inspiration, or a reminder of the power of friendship, the magic well would be waiting for them. And as they walked home, hand in hand under the moonlit sky, they knew that the greatest magic of all was the friendship they shared. Thank you so much for joining Lily, Tom, and Mia on their magical adventure. We hope you had as much fun as they did. What would you wish for if you found a magic well? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more enchanting stories. See you next time.